Basically, if you see, hypothesis helps in making any observation and experiments possible. Like, see, if you have a focus, आप कर सकते हो. Like, let me give you an example. Like, COVID impact, right? Or vaccination impact helps you curb the spread of coronavirus. Okay? I want to test this. So the hypothesis, yesterday we saw the types of hypothesis. Do you recall them? Null hypothesis is a negative statement, right? Which has to be in line with your, all the hypothesis will have to be in line with your objective. So null hypothesis के हिसाब से मैं बोलती हूँ, vaccination has no significant impact on the spread of coronavirus. Okay? So if I give this as a hypothesis and if I actually start, right, I'm getting a focus there. बराबर? Vaccination का असर कुछ spread होने में कुछ नहीं है करके I start, right? Either I prove it or disprove it. But मुझे एक focus मिल रहा है. So I'll have to check about the vaccinated people. I'll have to check before vaccination how many COVID cases were there on an average, say per week, per month, etc. Or after vaccination, how much? So दोनों का comparison, I mean, I may think of different methods, but supposing I get a focus here. Do you see there? मुझे एक focus मिला था क्या करना है exactly. So that is what is the function of hypothesis. कोई भी experiment, like for example, आप science जब I mean in your lower classes when you had science experiments, आपने journal लिखा है? Did you write?
Yes, ma'am.
Journal में क्या लिखते थे? Aims, right? And then
Yes,
materials needed, and then you wrote about procedures, correct? तो जब aims लिखते हो, वो aim के हिसाब से ही आपका hypothesis रहना चाहिए, right? So you're going to check that. जो भी scientific, same way everywhere with that hypothesis gives you a focus, right? And then it becomes the starting point of any investigation. Obviously, hypothesis is in line. आपने अपना objectives को ही different way में state किया है, and then you're going to start working on it, and it helps you in directing. अगर आप deviate भी थोड़ा बहुत हो गए, तो आपको right direction hypothesis के वजह से मिलता है, बराबर? All of a sudden you start seeing people with cough, cold, and then say side effects of vaccination, but your focus was not there. Your focus is to check on what I mean, how much it is able to curb. The vaccination is able to curb the spread of coronavirus, right? So whatever you see, cold, cough, and all, you ignore as of now. You're not seeing on the symptoms. You're not seeing on the side effects. All you're going to see is how much of coronavirus cases are controlled, right? आपको एक focus मिल रहा है. That is what is hypothesis helping you in. As its function is to give you a focus. It is making all experiments possible and also testable. Basically, any kind of in-between investigations also you can make. Now, hypothesis help in scientific method. How is it going to help? What did I tell you? I started with scientific experiments, right? You're going to put down your thoughts in directing how the experiment is going to go on, right? So, I mean, when I'm going to put down my thought in how it is going to go on, I'll have to form a question. Does it at all have, like scientific experiment, even this vaccination का जो है ना, वो भी scientific था, medical sciences से associated था. Vaccination will help me curb. It will build the immunity against the virus, and it will. How will vaccination, a simple injection of some chemicals into your body, help you in preventing the contracting the virus? So it is going to be formed as a question. I'm going to do a background research. Like for example, earlier, vaccination against flu, vaccination against SARS. All these are helping me, right? So why not try on this? And I create a hypothesis. I told you I'm going to create a hypothesis, like for example, there is no significant impact on vaccination on the spread of coronavirus. Barabar? So I'm going to create a hypothesis here. I will design the experiment. I will vaccinate 100 people and then I will observe them for about, say, 25 days. And then I'm going to collect data. मतलब डेटा कलेक्शन क्या किया मैंने, लोगों को जिन्होंने वैक्सीनेशन नहीं, जिनका वैक्सीनेशन नहीं हुआ है, उनको 100 लोगों को पकड़ा, उनको वैक्सीनेट किया. I'm going to observe them. That itself is a data. Observation method is a data we studied, right? Survey is a data. Prior to that, I will see the number of cases in that particular area. And after the vaccination, after 30 days, I will see the number of cases in this area. And then analyzing the result. I'm going to see percentage has gone down, up, whatever. Analyze karti hu. Whatever tools I want, I will use. And I will summarize my experiment and communicate the results. मतलब जो भी मैंने किया था उसको summary बना के उसका result मैं communicate करने वाली हूँ. Which means I may write a report on it. I may talk to people about it. मैंने ये किया है, ऐसे हुआ है. Mostly written reports are accepted. Are you following? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, so when I say steps in testing a hypothesis, steps in testing a hypothesis is, first of all, I will state the hypothesis. What did I say? It has to be in line with the objective. Objective ko differently worded is going to be my hypothesis, right? That which the researcher wants to test is called as hypothesis. Usko main state karungi. I said that vaccination against COVID has no significant impact on the spread of the virus, right? So I'm going to test that. This is called as null hypothesis. Yesterday we saw what are the different types of hypothesis, right? Did we see what are the different types of hypothesis? Types of hypothesis. Okay. Very, very important ones are null and alternate hypothesis. Okay. Null means null and alternate hypothesis talk about what the researcher wants to test. The hypothesis that the researcher wants to prove or disprove. Okay? So which means it is a negative statement. It is usually a negative statement. Okay. H naught, denoted by H naught. There is no significant association with the number of hours of study put in by a student and the marks scored by him. ठीक है? मतलब मैं टेस्ट कर रही हूँ कि नंबर ऑफ आवर्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट, मतलब जितना घंटा पढ़ता है और उसके स्कोर्स, राइट? दे बोथ आर कनेक्टेड. वो ज्यादा पढ़ता है, ज्यादा मार्क्स आते हैं, कम पढ़ता है, कम मार्क्स आते हैं, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना. So I'm going to check here. This is going to be a null hypothesis. As I told you, it is a negative statement. This is what a researcher actually wants to prove or disprove. Alternate hypothesis की ठीक उल्टा रहता है, H1, right? Or some books call it as HA. The number of, or I will say just opposite of this. Okay, there is a significant मतलब थोड़ा बहुत ज्यादा ही association बोलते हैं ना, so connectivity, significant association between the number hours of in by a student and the marks scored by him. Okay. Okay. Now, it is usually a negative statement, and this is what it is. Okay. Are you following? This is null and alternate. Directional and non-directional, right? Now, directional and non-directional directional it tells you the direction in which both the variables are moving. Non-directional में नहीं होता है. ऊपर का hypothesis देखो. I never said ज्यादा घंटा पढ़ेगा तो ज्यादा मार्क्स लेगा, कम ज्यादा घंटा पढ़ेगा तो कम मार्क्स लेगा. वो बोला ही नहीं मैंने. So it is obviously a non-directional hypothesis. समझ में आ रहा है? यहाँ पे मैंने कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं दिया है. Non-directional hypothesis का एग्जाम्पल है. समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Ma'am, which one? Alternative?
दोनों में देखो, दोनों हाइपोथेसिस में मैंने आपको बताया नहीं कि what impact does number of hours of study put in by the student has on its marks. Correct? कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं बताया. ज्यादा मार्क्स लेगा, ज्यादा घंटा. If the student's number of hours of study is more, he will score more marks. ऐसा कुछ बताया है क्या? कुछ नहीं बताया है. All I have said is these two variables are related, these two variables are not related. ऐसे ही बोला है, बराबर? So it is a non-directional hypothesis. यहाँ पे देखो, I will give a H naught here. H naught और H1 और जो भी है. 1 second. Directional hypothesis में H naught higher number of hours of study has no significant impact on the higher marks scored by the student. ठीक है? One. Hours of study helps the student in scoring higher marks. Okay. Does it make sense here? If you see higher marks, higher hours of studies, higher marks. Higher number of hours of studies, higher marks. दिया है यहाँ पे? Which means
Yes,
both the
ma'am.
variables are there, moving in the same direction. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
Opposite direction में भी हो सकते हैं. Like another example is H naught. Higher rainfall causes lower crop growth. I would say, supposing, okay. This is my alternate hypothesis. Because negative, this has to be negative. H naught talks about higher rainfall does not have an impact on the increased crop growth. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? decreased crop growth. दोनों opposite direction में move हो रहे हैं यहाँ पे. समझ में आ रहा है यहाँ पे? So this is non-directional. Causal hypothesis. अच्छा, simple complex बोल देती पहले. Simple and complex. It's not simple. Simple hypothesis tells you one dependent variable and one independent variable ka relationship. So H naught is going to be, simple is going to be, I'll say price and consumption bolo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Increase in price has no significant impact on the level of consumption by the middle level or say by the consumers. Okay? Consumers. Okay. One minute, sir. I'll just answer it. Yes, Swati.
Ma'am,
Increase in price has no significant impact on the level of consumption. Increase in prices has a significant impact on the level of consumption by consumers. Right? So I have given simple, matlab say consumption is equal to function of y, बराबर, और sorry function of prices. समझ में आ रहा है? जितना प्राइस बढ़ता है उतना कंजम्पशन कम होगा. एक ही वेरिएबल थे दोनों में, डिपेंडेंट और इंडिपेंडेंट में, बराबर. कॉम्प्लेक्स H naught increase in price and income, right? Have no significant impact on the level of consumption by the consumers. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Prices have no significant on the level of consumption and income. मतलब यहाँ पे मैंने इनकम लेवल भी देख रही हूँ. इनकम कभी कभी ऐसे भी हो सकता है, इनकम लेवल भी इंक्रीज साथ में करे प्राइसेस के साथ, कंजम्पशन रिमेन्स द सेम. या इनकम लेवल इंक्रीज हुआ तो कंजम्पशन ज्यादा करते, बट प्राइसेस ज्यादा हुआ का बॉदरेशन नहीं होता है उनको. करेक्ट? सो डिपेंड्स. सो आई एम टेस्टिंग टू dependent variable with one, I'm sorry, two independent variables with one dependent variable. Are you following?
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
complex hypothesis. What was the next one we saw? Causal. Causal may be see increase in price. Price increase होने के कारण consumption कम हो रहा है. Income increase होने के कारण consumption ज्यादा हो रहा है. Are you following? So cause and effect relationship between two variables are seen here. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Clear?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No, no.
ma'am.
Right? So when I say testing, you state the hypothesis for research, state the null hypothesis as we had been stating, and then you will select the level of, select the probability of error level. 0.055% बोला तो 0.05. and then it could be 0.025, मतलब अगर दो side का लिया तो, so that we are not actually now focusing. There are different things, one tail, two tail, etc. And then you're going to select and compute, like आप test select कर रहे हो, t test, step test, काफी test है वहाँ पे. So you're going to select that. When you select and interpret the results, what will happen? You're selecting and interpreting the result के बारे में. You're going to do the test, compare it with a standard table value रहता है. इसके साथ compare करो. If calculated value is greater than the table value, you reject the null hypothesis and say that there is association. If table value is less than, if table value is greater than calculated value, you accept the null hypothesis and say that कोई association नहीं है, इन दोनों variables के बीच में connection ही नहीं है. भले वो 10 घंटा पढ़े, 7 घंटा पढ़े, वो तो 80% लेने ही वाला है, right? That is how it is. And you give that write up, that is called as interpreting the results. What are the types of errors? There are two types of errors, type 1 and type 2 errors. We'll see them. Generally, hypothesis testing, this is very, very important. Like when I say type 1 and type 2 error is when H naught is true, H naught is true, and you reject the null hypothesis. When H naught is true, मतलब table value less than calculated value, you have to accept. पर उल्टा आपने क्या किया है? Type 1 error में you have said it is and वो false है, positive है, फिर भी आपने reject किया है. जब accept करना था आपने reject किया. Type 1 error, right? अगर आपने आपका वो false है और आपने reject किया, that is correct decision. Same way, it is true and you accept, it is correct outcome. But if it is false and then you accept it, it is type 2. समझ में आ रहा है?
Ma'am, repeat.
ठीक है. See, if H naught, I told you accepting and rejecting. अगर ऐसा सिनेरियो आए कि H naught को आपको accept करना है और आपने reject किया है, तो क्या होता है? It is type 1 error. अगर आपको reject करना है और आपने accept कर लिया, उसको बोलते हैं type 2 error. समझ में आया? Reject करना है, reject कर दिया, तो वो correct outcome है. Accept करना है, accept कर लिया, तो वो भी correct outcome है. पर आपने उल्टा किया हो, तो error हो जाता है. क्या उल्टा किया हो? H naught accept करना है और आपने reject कर दिया. समझ में आ रहा है? Annotation करती हूँ, hang हुआ तो will restart. ठीक है? I'll make an annotation. Like, ठीक है? H naught has to be rejected and you accept, right? It's not has to be rejected and you accept. It's not simple terms में है. Then it is type 1 error. It is called as alpha. Actually, इसका technical नाम alpha है. Here, H naught has to be rejected and you reject it. ठीक है? Rejected. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है आपको? मतलब जब एक्सेप्ट करना होता है एक्सेप्ट करो, रिजेक्ट करना होता है रिजेक्ट करो. उल्टा किया तो आपको I mean you are committing an error. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am, no doubt.